Although the world is full of suffering, it is full also of the overcoming of it. Life is either a daring adventure or nothing. We can do anything we want to do if we stick to it long enough. What I am looking for is not out there, it is in me. Avoiding danger is no safer in the long run than outright exposure. The fearful are caught as often as the bold. The marvelous richness of human experience would lose something of rewarding joy if there were no limitations to overcome. The hilltop hour would not be half so wonderful if there were no dark valleys to traverse. Your success and happiness lies in you. Resolve to keep happy and your joy, and you shall form an invincible host against difficulties. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. Character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experiences of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, vision cleared, ambition inspired, and success achieved. Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. The only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. A happy life consists not in the absence, but in the mastery of hardships. The best way out is always true. Never bend your head, hold it high, look the world straight in the eye. Believe, no pessimist ever discovered the secrets of the stars, or sailed to an uncharted land, or opened a new haven to the human spirit. Keep your face to the sunshine, and you cannot see the shadow. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. One can never content to creep when one feels an impulse to soar. When we do the best we can, we never know what miracle is wrought in our life or in the life of another. While they were saying among themselves, "It cannot be done," it was done. I wonder what becomes of lost opportunities. Perhaps our guardian angel gathers them up as we drop them, and we will give them back to us in the beautiful sometime when we have grown wiser and learn how to use them rightly. What we once enjoyed and deeply loved, we can never lose, for all that we love deeply becomes a part of us. I would rather walk with a friend in the dark than alone in the light. Everything has its wonders, even darkness and silence, and I learn, whatever state I may be in, therein to be content. The true test of a character is to face hard conditions with the determination to make them better. The bulk of the world's knowledge is an imaginary construction. Fate is a mockery if it does not teach us that we can build a more complete and beautiful world. One can never consent to creep when one feels an impulse to soar. We could never learn to be brave and patient if there were only joy in the world. The highest result of education is tolerance. Optimism is the fate that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence. When one door of happiness closes, another opens. But often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see the one which has been opened for us. I think the degree of nation's civilization may be measured by the degree of enlightenment of its woman. More than at any other time, when I hold a beloved book in my hand, my limitations fall from me, my spirit is free. The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart. People don't like to think. If one thinks, one must reach conclusions. Conclusions are not always pleasant. A bend in the road is not the end of the road, unless you fail to make the turn. Many persons have a wrong idea of what constitutes true happiness. It is not attained through self-gratification, but through fidelity to a worthy purpose. There are no shortcuts to any place worth going. Science may have found a cure for most evils, but it has found no remedy for the worst of them all, the apathy of human being. We are never really happy until we try to brighten the lives of others. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. The world is not moved only by the mighty shoves of the heroes, but also by the aggregate of the tiny pushes of each honest worker. While they were saying it couldn't be done, it was done. The most pathetic person in the world is someone who has sight but no vision. To keep on trying in spite of disappointment and failure, it is the only way to keep young and brave. Failures become victories if they make us wise-hearted. What do I consider a teacher should be? One who breathes life into knowledge so that it takes new form in progress and civilization. I seldom think about my limitations, and they never make me sad. Perhaps there is just a touch of yearning at times, but it is vague, like a breeze among flowers. Believe, when you are most unhappy, that there is a something for you to do in the world. The unselfish effort to bring cheer to others will be the beginning of a happier life for ourselves. The human being is born with an incurable capacity for making the best of things. Until the great mass of the people shall be filled with the sense of responsibility for each other's welfare, social justice can never be attained. I rejoice to live in such a splendidly disturbing time. Great poetry needs no interpreter other than a responsive heart. There is no better way to thank God for your sight than by giving a helping hand to someone in the dark. The most beautiful world is always entered through imagination. If we do not like our work and do not try to get happiness out of it, we are a menace to our profession as well as to ourselves. True teaching cannot be learned from textbooks, any more than a surgeon can acquire his skills by reading about surgery. I believe humility is a virtue, but I prefer not to use it unless it is absolutely necessary. What a strange life I lead, a kind of Cinderella life, half glitter and crystal shoes, half mice and cinders, but it is a wonderful life all the same. There is joy in self-forgetfulness, so I try to make the light in others' eyes my sun, the music in others' ears my symphony, the smile on others' lips my happiness. I believe that God is in me, as the sun is in the color and fragrance of a flower, the light in my darkness, the voice in my silence. I am thankful that in a troubled world, no calamity can prevent the return of spring. Every child has a right to be well born, well nurtured, and well taught, and only the freedom of woman can guarantee him this right. Love is like a beautiful flower which I may not touch, but whose fragrance makes the garden a place of delight just the same. I believe in the immortality of the soul because I have within me immortal longings. So much has been given to me, I have not time to ponder over that which has been denied. We can do anything we want as long as we stick to it long enough. Death is no more than passing from one room into another, but there's a difference for me, because in that other room I shall be able to see. You don't love someone for their looks, or their clothes, or for their fancy car, but because they sing a song only you can hear. It all comes to this: the simplest way to be happy is to do good. A person who is severely impaired never knows his hidden sources of strength until he is treated like a normal human being and encouraged to shape his own life. Life is short and unpredictable. Eat the dessert first. Happiness is the final and perfect fruit of obedience to the laws of life. I take happiness very seriously. It is a creed, a philosophy, and an objective. Knowledge is love and light and vision. Of all the senses, sight must be the most delightful. A selfishness and complaint pervert the mind, so love with its joy clears and sharpens the vision. I do not want the peace that passeth understanding, I want the understanding which bringeth peace. You cannot touch love, but you can feel the sweetness it pours into everything.